What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on Colorscope by Perl Lee and Hanson Chien. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Don't forget to head over to Facebook and join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group. In there, I will be posting direct links to unlisted videos that can't be found visibly on the channel or through a YouTube search or any search engine for that matter. What's going to happen with the unlisted videos is, for example, with certain wallets that don't give you a lot of information in the ad copy or in the trailer or even in the description, I'm going to show you guys where the peaks are, how they work, things like that. So it's borderline exposure in the sense that I don't want to present these publicly to lay people, but I think that if you are here, then you're likely a magician or a mentalist. There are some questions to answer to get into the group. So basically, if we know each other or we have mutual friends, certain groups in common, then it's going to be no problem. You're going to get in. But check that out because there will be a lot of unlisted videos that I think will be worth seeing. What is Colorscope? Colorscope is a set of 4 colored wooden blocks on a keyring that can be attached to anything, your keychain, your backpack, whatever you want, but it's perfect for EDC. Basically, it is a reading system where you are able to do a personality test or a personality reading with your participant. And then ultimately, there's a kicker ending where you've predicted the placement of the blocks, which they had a free choice of. What do you get? So the packaging here, it's a black box with gold foil on it. Inside, you get the tutorial link on the back of this. You get your Colorscope color guide. So in here, the way that this goes in the performance is that you show your participant the different blocks, and as you go through them, you ask them what this color represents to them or how they feel. You ask them what feelings they would associate with this color, and then you give it to them, and vice versa, or etc. with red, blue, and green. Ultimately, after they've kind of given you their feelings or thoughts on the colors, you can give them a reading. Now, there are descriptions in here. So green personality, blue personality, red personality, yellow personality. It talks about, green being you are a diligent, motivated, and peace-loving person. Blue, you're a perfectionist. Now, if you choose to use this or not, that's completely up to you. You could also just go based on what they say. That opens up for a warm reading. So it makes it easier to do the reading because unlike a cold reading where you have nothing to go off of, with the warm reading, they've already provided you information on what these colors mean to them. And then in the end, you have them place the blocks. You set them down after they've kind of spoken a bit about what the colors mean to them. And once you open this up, you can turn it around to show that you've predicted the placement of the blocks. Now, we'll get a bit into that later because we're still into what you get. So you're going to get 2 of these, one of them in Chinese and one in English. Both have the prediction on the back. So if you're not using the guide, it really doesn't matter what language you use. You still have the prediction. You also get 4 sets of colored stickers. 4 sets each, so there's different ways to reveal, and I think in the performance, the revelation has been that Perl Lee has taken his cell phone, and on the inside of the case are the stickers placed as the prediction. Now, with this, since you are getting 4 of each color, there are multiple outs if you choose to do so. So maybe you'll have the one prediction here, and you'll have a different combination with the stickers. You are also given PDF files that they're basically just images on your phone. So if you go into your gallery, you can just show that that's being predicted in advance. So there's a number of different predictions. That's basically everything you get. The price on this is $29, and so far the only place that I've found that you can order it from is directly from Hanson Chien's website. I'd say it's pretty affordable, and it's a good set of props, a good routine, especially if you're a mentalist or somebody who is into giving readings, because you could do this quickly and just go through the colors and give them kind of a personality test, or you could start with a warm reading, and you could branch off and make this as long as you wanted to and as detailed as you wanted to. So it's a nice start, and the fact that they're colorful and they're out in the open, they're on your keyring or somewhere that can be seen, they could raise the question on, oh, what are those for? What do those do? Which breaks the ice. Some people, they tend to need that icebreaker because they may like performing but not know how to approach getting started with that. The tutorial on this is 26 or 27 minutes long. It's fairly straightforward. There's not a lot to it. There's a tutorial in Chinese and English, and then, like I said, it's all pretty straightforward. We're going to get into the prediction part because that kind of falls for me into the pros and cons, or positive and negatives. But overall quality, I'll get more into that too. The clasp and everything, that's fine. They all look good. I will just say in advance that I wish these were plastic, just because on the red one, now I've used a red Sharpie, so I can't find it where, yeah, it's just right here. Some of the paint had already chipped off, which I can see happening. Even if the paint does chip, hopefully the wood is still kind of staying the right color, because these will age, and with the paint chipping, they may dry out being wood. So I wish they were plastic just for durability purposes. But overall, I mean, the quality is still good. There really are no arts and crafts other than sticking a few stickers wherever you want to for your revelation of the prediction. Setup. Perl goes over an initial setup on the order you want to place the blocks on the keyring. This has no angle restrictions. There's nothing that can't be seen from any direction. It can obviously be inspected because they're going to be handling the blocks. It takes up little to no pocket space because you're probably not going to be carrying these in your pocket. They're probably going to be hung from a key ring or your backpack, or maybe like a messenger bag or whatever, right? And then difficulty level, I guess just getting comfortable in giving readings, but that's not necessary since you do have a guide that you can use as a fallback, or even if you're just not into even trying to give readings, then you have the colored guide, right? And Perl Lee is actually also a psychologist and a mentalist. So the personality guide or the color guide is probably accurate in the sense of psychology anyway, where it's probably going to hit more times than not. And if not, again, everybody's different, so it's not guaranteed, and I think that people understand that. You can still give the reading. Now, as far as difficulty goes, I'm going to tie difficulty into pros and cons. So we have a couple pros and a couple cons, positives and negatives. The positives, I think this is an affordable piece. It is a very good routine to give readings and to connect with your participant. So if you're the type of performer who likes that connection and likes your magic or mentalism to connect, then I think this is great, because not only are you kind of giving a personality reading, but you're also identifying with them and their feelings and their emotions and what these mean to them. So you automatically, you get that sense of or they get a sense of, hey, this person is interested in me, or in what I feel and what I think. So that's really nice. That whole part with the readings and that is all self-working because there's nothing to it. It's the prediction that is maybe a bit more difficult. So the prediction, as shown in the tutorial, is always the same. And like I had mentioned, you do get different sets of stickers, so you can arrange them differently if you have a way in where you want to keep track of multiple outs, or if you come up with some kind of force that works better for you, then you set it up how you want. But in the tutorial, all the predictions have always been the same. And all I'll say is that this is not guaranteed. It's not 100%. So if you're buying this for the prediction or you're buying this for the kicker ending, then you may be disappointed. Now, Perl gives some great subtleties, explains kind of the psychology behind a lot of it. Like, the tutorial is well done. He puts a lot into it. And I understand how this will hit more times than not. Like, I'd say probably a 90% chance or higher that you're going to get the prediction right, just because of certain things that you do and subtleties. I can't really give it away because that would be kind of tipping the method, but there is a sense of a method to this. So just in the placement, both between you and the participant, they get the feeling that they are given 100% free choice of where they place the blocks. And really, they are. But there are things that you do to increase where they put the next block. That doesn't feel forced, and it doesn't feel suspicious or seem obvious in any way whatsoever. There's also some time misdirection because as between placing blocks down, you're also talking with them and giving readings and stuff. So the accuracy on this is pretty high that you will get the prediction right in the end, but it's not 100% guaranteed. So I do want to mention that. The other negative that I have, I've already mentioned, is just that I wish that these were plastic for durability, but the fact that these aren't too expensive, and I don't think that they should be with, just they're wooden blocks, right? But the routine is good. It is, I think the price is justified for sure. I don't feel like it's overpriced, but I feel it's affordable. I just do wish they were plastic because plastic won't weather, they won't crack, they won't dry out, they won't damage. The colors, I guess if they're in the sun, may fade, but they wouldn't chip or anything like that. So some of the pros and cons for me. Overall, I'm happy with this purchase. I have used it a couple times. I got it about a week ago, and I wanted to make sure that I used it in the real world before giving my thoughts and doing a review. So I am happy with it. I would recommend it, and I'll leave a link in the description below. I think I've covered everything that I can on this, and with that, we'll see you at the next review.